How does a love story that looked straight out of a Hollywood movie fall apart just months after a dream proposal? Nina Dobrev and Shaun White were supposed to be one of those rare couples that actually made it. 5 years together, a fairy tale engagement, and even a multi-million-dollar home. But behind the glossy Instagram posts and red carpet smiles, there were quiet signs that everything wasn't as perfect as it seemed. And when the truth finally came out, fans were left stunned. From the moment they got together in 2019, Nina Dobrev and Shaun White seemed unstoppable. She was the Hollywood star with a massive fan base. He was the Olympic legend who had already cemented his place in sports history. Their worlds couldn't have been more different. But somehow, it just worked. They were constantly traveling, skydiving, surfing, snowboarding, hiking. You name it, they did it. And of course, they shared every highlight with the world. On Instagram, they weren't just dating, they were thriving. Fans labeled them couple goals. And for years, it looked like nothing could shake them. Then came October 2024, the moment that convinced everyone this was the real deal. Shaun pulled off a surprise proposal in New York City at the Golden Swan. He tricked Nina into thinking they were heading to a Vogue event hosted by Anna Wintour, only to pull out a massive 5-carat diamond ring. Nina posted the photos with a cheeky caption that instantly went viral. "RIP boyfriend, hello fiancé." It was flashy, romantic, and felt like the perfect next chapter. At that point, marriage seemed inevitable. But just months later, little cracks started to show. When Nina hit the red carpet for the Eternity premiere, fans immediately noticed what wasn't there: her engagement ring. Soon after, her dreamy proposal photos, once pinned at the top of her Instagram, quietly disappeared. That's when the whispers started. Breakup rumors swirled, but neither Nina nor Shaun said a word. Instead, fans were left to piece together the story themselves. And then came the house drama. In 2023, they spent $4.3 million on a Hollywood Hills property. 4 bedrooms, infinity pool, chef's kitchen, the works. Everyone thought it would be their future marital home. But by early 2025, the house suddenly popped up on the rental market for nearly $35,000 a month. That was the biggest red flag yet. When a couple is supposed to be planning a wedding but instead is leasing out their home, something's clearly not right. What made it even more confusing was that just weeks before the split went public, Nina and Shaun were spotted strolling hand in hand through a Los Angeles market like nothing was wrong. On the surface, they still looked picture perfect. But behind the smiles, it was a different story. Sources close to the couple later admitted the decision to part ways was mutual, but it came with love and deep respect. To fans, it felt like a complete 180 hours. To really understand why their breakup stung so much, you have to look back at how it all began. The two first crossed paths in 2012 at an event, but didn't connect until 2019 when they were booked as speakers in Florida. By 2020, they were Instagram official with a playful set of photos showing Nina cutting Shaun's hair during lockdown. And from then on, they were inseparable. The pandemic brought them closer, and it looked like they had built the kind of bond that could survive anything. That bond was especially clear in 2022, when Nina stood proudly by Shaun's side at his 5th and final Winter Olympics. He called it one of the most emotional moments of his life, and she was right there for it. Fans watched that support, that partnership, and believed they were witnessing the real thing. So when the engagement ended, it wasn't just another Hollywood breakup. It felt personal. People were invested because it had seemed genuine. From dreamy proposals to rented homes, from Instagram couple goals to Instagram silence, the signs were all there. It just took time for the truth to surface. And that's the thing about celebrity romances. They might look picture perfect on social media, but sometimes what really matters is what's happening behind the camera. The Nina and Shaun story is a reminder that even the strongest love stories can fade, sometimes faster than anyone ever expects.